Yeah, what's up, paper cut?
What's up?
Why am I wearing my hat?
Guys, ASMR. It's also yung mic eh. So
welcome back to another episode of 12 Days of Mukbang. Yung mukbang namin ngayon is only wings. We're here in BF Homes. We traveled all the way from Pasay to the south.
I hear the wings here are good, so we're really excited.
We really hear it. We hear the wings.
Yeah.
Kumain na, masarap kami. Masarap kami! Hello! Ang topic natin ngayon is filmmaking, vlogging, camera gear, stuff like that. Kasi si Maqui, yung channel niya, he's the expert on all the technical whatevers.
Thanks, bro.
Check out this channel. Meron siyang mga tutorial, one tutorial pa lang. And then like this month he's gonna produce more. Pero meron siyang mga reviews, tech reviews, just different like cinematic whatevers.
Yes.
Magaling siya. He's actually a director and a filmmaker. Yes. And the owner of a production house. Yeah. Only wings. Let's pray for the food.
Yes.
How do you keep your passion and your craft burning? Oh, I like that. By the way, you look so puyat in the pic. Yeah, wala eh. Every other day eh, nagpo-post eh.
Wait, do we start eating? Is that... So, for me, go back to your why. I don't know if that's a cliche thing to say. Pero yung why, kung ano yung purpose mo, kung bakit mo sinimulan yung craft mo, kung ano yung purpose kung bakit ka nandun sa craft na ginagawa mo, kung dancing man yan, kung photography man yan, filmmaking, YouTube.
Yeah.
Bakit ka napunta dun sa ginagawa mo yun?
True.
And if you find that purpose, or if you have no purpose for it yet, you find a purpose for it. But if you have one, you go back to that and say na, okay, this is the reason why I started this. At yun yung dahilan kung bakit pagpapatuloy ko yung craft. Diba?
Yeah. Ginagawa mo pa siya for the reason that you started it.
That's true. You have to check yourself also.
For YouTube kasi parang suddenly you get consumed by the views, by baka you just want to make money out of it, you want to get famous. Kaya meron akong signboard in my room. Stop caring about views.
Oh yeah.
Which is, you know, the undertone of that is just do it for the passion of it. Kasi pag nawala yung passion, mawawala din yung quality and yung content.
Baka that's a key indicator na baka you have to change what you're doing.
Oh.
So go back to your why.
Ano ba yung why mo?
Why I do Minecraft? I guess on the shallow perspective, it's a way for me to express myself. But my bigger why is the fact that art, or what I do kasi is I'm a filmmaker, photographer. What I do visually is that I tell stories. Regardless man kung client work siya or kung sarili ko, at the end of the day, I tell stories. And I feel like art kasi, art yung pinaka-way for us to connect to so many different people in a way that it's not as threatening as other things.
It's universal.
It's universal. For me, it's that aspect of storytelling and that aspect of being able to share information to other people that keep me going. True. Kasi ang gusto kong mangyari in the future, binavocalize ko lang dito sa vlog ko para may accountability ako.
Do it.
Is really, I want to help educate the Philippines in a way na, you know, alam mo maraming pa-woke ngayon eh. Pero iba yung pagka-woke.
Si Jericho Arcega pa-woke lang yan.
Hindi, bro. Sa isang fiction na kwento, pwede mong iparating yung mga ideas na dapat talaga matutunan natin. Parang ginagawa ng General Luna. Parang ginagawa.
Oh, gets.
In the future, ikaw.
I wanna be the very best. Number one, never was. Hindi mo na-expect. Mas maganda yung hindi nag-expect, bro. Tapos mangyari na lang sa'yo.
True. Wag mo expect it.
Wag assuming boys and girls. Siguro yung why ko is, I wanna be, it's very metaphorical, pero parang good influence. I wanna spread positivity. I wanna be a prism. I always believe that we're prisms of God's light. God shines His light into us. And then if we live up your life, we also get to scatter that light in many different colors to the world and to different people. I'm a colorblind prism, bro.
Yeah, I know. No, pero yung maganda doon is like, alam mo, you live up your life. And a prism is clear. No?
A prism has to be clear, bro. That's why a lot of my videos, may message sila. Because I want when people hear it, even this one, kahit simpleng mukbang man lang, there's still substance in it.
May makukuha kayo.
Yeah. Paano hindi mahiya mag-vlog in public?
Okay, ito madali lang doon.
Hindi kaya, hirap kaya.
No, I mean, madali lang yung sagot.
Sige.
Simulan mo lang. Kasi, after a while, masasanay ka rin. So yung mangyayari is, parang
through that.
Wala namang mawawala sa'yo kung mag-vlog ka sa public. Magmumukha ka lang ng ewan, pero, you know, if you really want to do it, why not? I mean, you have nothing to lose. It's really just your image, and if you care so much about your image, then huwag ka mag-YouTube. Kasi,
hey, that's so true.
YouTube's about authenticity.
Hindi, pero totoo kasi yung mga vlogs, it's about authenticity. So,
Because it's about you.
sa simula, awkward ako sa pag-vlog in public. So, pinanindigan ko na lang siya.
Yeah, diba?
So, you
And
would
I like
see
that.
in some of my early videos, check it out here, I would say stuff like, oh, people are looking at me, I'm so awkward about vlogging.
I remember, yung nasa Indonesia ka, gano'n.
Pero even if, parang, it's authentic, and I'm still vlogging, so why not? But if you keep drilling and drilling and drilling and doing it, masasanay ka rin. It's not a bad thing naman to be awkward while vlogging, if you can make it part of a story.
Do you know how Casey and I started vlogging? What he did was he made 20 or 30 vlogs na hindi niya pinost. Gumagawa lang siya everyday. Makuha niya yung rhythm, makuha niya yung style na gusto niya. And eventually, when he realized that, okay, this is what I want to do, that's when he started.
That's another tip that I always give. Yung parang, who says you have to post your vlog? If you want to do it for the craft, if you want to do it for the passion, edi gawin mo and then show your
For the
close friends,
memories.
diba? For the memes, bro.
For the memes.
What are your tips for those who are beginners in photography?
Learn your foundations, basics muna. Don't get too fancy when you start. No, kasi nung nagsimula ako, I was second year college, I got my first camera. And I wanted to be a good Instagram photographer agad. Alam mo yun, yung feed tools agad, gano'n. I didn't realize at the time kung gaano kahirap pala yung craft ng photography. Kung gaano ka, like how you're really supposed to take time to learn it. Kasi at the time akala ko, hindi, kasi may tutorials naman, I can learn it agad. Pero in reality, hindi. It really takes time to develop your eye. So,
Trust the process.
trust the process, definitely. And then another thing is, once you start getting better, so let's say kung hindi ka na masyadong beginner, kung medyo intermediate ka na, learn how to break down a photo. So let's say you see a photo that you like on Instagram. Kung studio shoot siya, isipin mo kung ano kaya yung ilaw na ginamit niya. Or kung natural light siya, isipin mo kung saan kaya yung ilaw na nanggagaling. At kung ano yung factors kung bakit nag-reflect siya that way, ano yung time of day.
True.
You know, that's how I learned so fast kasi I learned how to dissect.
I guess para sa akin, I'm not as much as an expert as Maqui Castelo, but what I do know, photography is capturing light.
Yeah.
So learn how light works. Learn how golden hour works. Learn how cameras capture light using shutter speed and aperture. Tapos in addition to learning how light works and how light hits subjects, also study composition.
Yeah.
And then also, yung mga rule of thirds, mga leading lines, ganun. The last thing is, the best photos are not photos of people, but photos about people.
Yeah, you're not taking a picture for the aesthetic, which is what usually people do nowadays.
Instagram, I mean, there's room for that also. There's an industry about that.
Fashion. Yeah, fashion or product, sure. Okay. Pero if you want to be competent photographer, it's not just about.
What app do you use to edit your videos? Ako, Final Cut.
Final Cut Pro.
Final Cut din. What are your thoughts on Final Cut versus Premiere?
If you're using a Mac, use Final Cut. Hands down.
Optimized kasi yung software eh. Mas mabilis talaga yung Final Cut on Mac than
But
Premiere
if
on
you're
Mac.
not, obviously you can. And just use Premiere.
Pero kahit anong software pa yan, basta may ability ka to cut, and then put music, and then put text, you're pretty much good. You can tell a story to any camera gear, any camera equipment. What's the best camera for starting filmmakers and photographers?
The camera that you have.
I love it.
You're starting pa lang, huwag mo muna pumili. Learn muna the foundations that I said kanina. Aperture, shutter speed, ISO, composition. Learn that. And when you feel like you're not growing now with whatever camera you have, let's say you have a point and shoot, let's say you just use your phone, upgrade ka. Upgrade to a camera that can change lenses. Or, magdagdag ka ng lenses sa camera mo. That's how you end up being able to change the look, change the composition, you end up experimenting more. But really, you don't need a big, there's no perfect camera. There's no one type of camera for anybody. I can show you guys, maybe I'll send it to Nate and then I'll flash it here. These are some of the photos that I took with my phone now. And albeit my phone is nice, it's an iPhone 10. Pero
it's a phone.
It's a phone. So
sabi nga
if
nila,
I can create a composition like that with my phone, then that means you can.
Sabi nga nila, the best camera is the camera you have on you. Especially for vlogging. Kasi, well, you're telling a story, so it doesn't matter as much the quality of the video. Kung wala ka namang quality sa mismong kwento. Kunyari may budget si Ali. What camera should Ali get?
Photo video ba?
I think so. Starting filmmakers and photographers. So I think it's all around. Sponsored.
Hindi ako sponsor eh.
I'm not sponsored then so I can say anything.
Hindi, wag ka muna Fuji.
No, I'll be honest. Fuji is great for photo, but usually has bad video, especially the starting models.
Mag-Canon ka, if you don't wanna color too much, mag-Canon ka. If you don't want it to be heavy, mag-Sony ka. I recommend Sony to prosumers, people who use the camera as something they would have work with, kasi it has all the features that you need. For beginners talaga, or people who are gonna be enthusiasts, I feel like Canon's the best. But it really depends on your budget. I suggest don't get a point and shoot na. Just get a camera that's interchangeable lens. If you get a point and shoot, just you're like, okay, I have a camera na. Tapos mag-upgrade ka na naman, diba?
What do you use?
My personal camera is a Canon 80D. So I use Sony for work.
Ginagamit ko ngayon is Sony a6300. Interchangeable lenses kasi yun. So, I honestly recommend the Canon G7X. It's a point and shoot, so it's not what Naki said. But for me, if you're gonna be a vlogger and you wanna just like a starting out camera for vlogging, I think the Canon G7X is small enough, it's compact enough, it's very portable.
It's probably one of the best vlogging cameras, if it's purely vlogging. But kasi, under the context of filmmaker photography.
That's true. Iba-iba yung... If you're gonna like be a filmmaker photographer, kahit medyo corny yung body, but you get a prime lens. For me, honestly, like, kasi nowadays, even if you get a body that's not super great, by today's standards, it's still, I don't know, you can still take great video or photo with it. Get a good lens.
Any camera is a professional camera given the right hands.
Amen. Follow up, when should a vlogger put down one's camera? Should the best memories be documented or would you rather live in the moment? Well, I mean, we have friends over there, we should probably live in the moment. When your friends are over there, waiting for you to hang out with them, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. We see you all real soon.